Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mairead O'Driscoll, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to the HRB. We're delighted to support the Government of Ireland Creating Our Future initiative with our event this morning. This is a one-off opportunity to have a national conversation with you, the public, about the problems or challenges that you face in your own lives and that research could help with. And for us here at the HRB, it represents a chance to look beyond the here and now, to think about the health and social care challenges of tomorrow, and to help shape the direction of health and social care research into the future. So the purpose of today's event is to inspire you to be part of this national conversation, not just by submitting your health research ideas to the campaign's website, which by the way is creatingourfuture.ie, but also by continuing today's conversation in your homes and in your communities. So to give you an idea of what's in store during this morning's event, we'll have speakers joining live from Toronto who will share their innovative thinking outside the box story. We're going to explore some ideas about health research and all its diversity, and we very much hope that you'll come away with practical guidance on how to craft compelling research questions and ideas that can then be submitted to this important national initiative. So before we begin, a few housekeeping reminders. Your voice is central to this event, so please do submit your questions to our speakers and share your comments and thoughts using the Q&A box that you'll find to the right-hand side of your screen. We're going to save up all your questions and we'll put them to our speakers during the panel discussion. So remember to try and make it short. If you could save your questions for, please, so we can direct it to the right person. If you're on social media, please do share your views and join the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag #CreatingOurFuture and tagging us using the handle @HRBIreland. And lastly, if you have any technical issues during the event, please reach out to our events team via the live support hub. That's the red icon at the top right-hand corner of your screen. So without further ado, I'm delighted to pass over to Frank Feighan T.D, Minister of State for Public Health, Wellbeing and the National Drug Strategy, who has kindly sent this message to formally open this morning's event.
It is a pleasure to join with the Health Research Board today to look at how we can shape the future of health and care. This event is part of a national initiative called Creating Our Future, which is inviting people across Ireland to think about ideas, questions or challenges that researchers can help find solutions to in order to create a better future for everyone. Research and evidence are fundamental to deliver solutions to future challenges. That's why the Government of Ireland has launched the National Initiative, which presents everyone with the opportunity to shape the future of research, and it is only achievable with your help. Anyone, anywhere, can have an idea or a question that could inspire innovation across health and social care. It could be based on a challenge that you have experienced in your own lives, or it could simply be something that you're curious about. What we do know is that health impacts everyone. It is said our health is our wealth, and this event today focuses very much on shaping the health and social care challenges, ideas, or questions which we believe will be a central pillar of this national initiative. COVID-19 has put a spotlight on the impact that ill health can have at an individual, societal, and international level. And today is an opportunity to think big and consider how we can tackle future health challenges, no matter what shape or form that they take. We are a small country, but our research contribution has been significant. And over the past 2 decades, government investment and commitment to research has led to significant improvements in Ireland's health research system and the health of our population. Irish health research has made major strides over the years, having impact internationally in areas such as cancer, stroke, diabetes, and medical devices. None of these achievements happened overnight. They started with the kernel of an idea which was shared, tested, and grew. The Health Research Board has been at the forefront of funding many of those ideas at an early stage and supporting them to become great discoveries. It is now the opportunity for people to say what they believe would be worth researching in relation to health and social care, and indeed other areas of our society. Involving the public, patients, and carers in research is something that the Health Research Board has led on in Ireland. What is very clear is that people's insights and life experience can inform research in ways researchers operating in isolation can't. Ensuring people are all involved in the research process from initial idea to communication of results is crucial. This event is designed to help you think more about the role you can have in shaping future health and care. It will offer you the opportunity to think outside the box in terms of health, and we often think about what we know. It is time to think about what is possible. You will also find out some important things to consider when shaping a research question, and most importantly, you will have an opportunity to have your say and share your views about what should shape the future of health and care. Submitting a question to Creating Our Future is one way of investing in the future of Ireland. And my advice is to ask yourself, what are you concerned or curious about? And send in your idea or question. It is a once-off opportunity to shape the future direction of research across all aspects of life. I would like to thank everyone for the time and ideas in advance, and I look forward to seeing these ideas emerge in the overall Creating Our Future process, where I firmly believe health and social care will be a leading topic.
Well, I think the Minister's sentiments will resonate with everyone. And it's certainly true that anyone, anywhere, can have an idea or a question that can inspire innovation across health and social care. And every idea starts somewhere. So our thanks to the Minister and his team. And I know as well, just to mention that Minister Feighan tested positive a few days ago for COVID. So I'd also like to just take this opportunity to wish him a speedy recovery. Now, to give us a better understanding of how Creating Our Future first came about and what it aims to achieve with your help, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jennifer Brennan, member of the Creating Our Future Campaign Steering Committee, who will give us an overview of the campaign. The Campaign Steering Committee is responsible for oversight of the campaign at a national level, and they will also advise the team who are bringing the Creating Our Future initiative to communities across the country. And in her day job, Jennifer is also the Director of Research, Innovation and Engagement at the Technological Higher Education Association. So handing over to you, Jennifer.
Good morning. My name is Jennifer Brennan and I work as Director of Research, Innovation and Engagement at THEA, one of the higher education representative bodies. I'm also a member of the Steering Committee for the Creating Our Future initiative, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about it before you start today's workshop. So what is Creating Our Future? The tagline is Ireland's biggest brainstorm, and it's designed to create a dialogue which connects society, researchers and government. It enables all people across Ireland to tell the Irish government and research community what problems they would like researchers to solve in order to help create a better future for us all. It's important to note that it's not just about science and technology, but also about arts, culture, heritage, society, and of course, health and social care. The idea was actually inspired by the pandemic, where the public began to be more aware of the research community in Ireland and some of the work that they do. And researchers like Professors Luke O'Neill, Philip Nolan, and Christine Loescher have become household names. Some very smart people began to explore the idea of asking the Irish public about the problems or challenges that they face in their lives, and that research could potentially provide solutions to. They found out that exercises similar to this had been carried out in the Netherlands and in Flanders in Belgium, and that the exercises had helped the public to connect with researchers and fostered a greater understanding of the work that they do, and vice versa, had helped researchers to connect with the public and listen to what is important to them in terms of development and future goals. So the Creating Our Future initiative was born. If the campaign achieves what it is set out to do, it will provide government with an insight-led report with valuable information on what matters to the people of Ireland. It will contribute to informing Ireland's policy on research and innovation. provide lots of ideas to the research community to inspire both their current and future research topics. And ultimately, it should enable additional government funding so that researchers can address the challenges identified by the public. There are a huge range of organisations and people involved in the initiative. Most important is the advisory group led by Julie Byrne from Nokia Bell Labs, and which involves over 80 organisations from the research community, government organisations, the business community, and civil society organisations such as charities and NGOs. There is also a Gen Z advisory group and 3 campaign ambassadors, Professor Luke O'Neill, RTE presenter Emer O'Neill, and sportsperson Shane O'Donnell. An expert group of over 50 researchers from all research fields will analyse all the inputs from the public and produce a report early in 2022 that will be directed at the whole of government. So, why should the public get involved, and how do they get involved? While it's not always obvious, research and innovation affect nearly every part of our lives. They influence health and well-being, the environment and climate change, education, employment, standard of living, and improve accessibility for many in society, including disadvantaged or vulnerable groups. By embracing the opportunity to get involved, you have the chance to tell the government what you're passionate and curious about and how research could help improve it. While we can't guarantee that each and every idea will inform a specific policy or will result in a funded research project, there is the potential for more government funding to be made available to address the challenges and opportunities identified by the public. Events like this one are part of the overall campaign, and your participation today is greatly appreciated. You can also get involved by visiting one of the Creating Our Future roadshow events, which have been taking place across the country since early October. Perhaps you could consider hosting your own brainstorm with your community, family, or friends. And lastly, please spread the word. Tell everyone you know about the campaign and encourage them to visit creatingourfuture.ie before the end of this month to learn more and to take part. Every idea, big or small, is welcomed, and there's no such thing as a wrong idea. Thanks for listening, and best of luck with the event today.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Jennifer, for sharing some more background on the campaign's scope and presence across the country, and indeed the many different groups involved. And we're absolutely delighted to be part of it. It's an interesting point you make that while it's not always obvious, research and innovation affects nearly every part of our lives. And we've certainly seen the value and the impact of scientific discovery more than ever, I think, over the past 18 months.